The Dead Sea is known for having one of the highest concentrations of salt of any body of water on Earth, making it a popular destination for geoscientists and explorers. A recent investigation of the Dead Sea yielded a surprising discovery that has left the scientific community puzzled. Southwest Asia is home to some of the most significant geographical regions on Earth, including the Dead Sea, situated between Israel and Jordan. This lake in the Jordan Rift Valley was created by the Dead Sea Transform, a transform fault that runs parallel to the tectonic plate boundary separating the African and Arabian plates. It connects the East Anatolian Fault Zone in Turkey and the northern end of the Red Sea Rift off the southern tip of Sinai. The Judean Desert in southern Israel houses the Salt Lake, which is bordered by Jordan to the east. With a history spanning approximately 4 million years, the Dead Sea is the lowest point on Earth and one of the saltiest bodies of water. It has a dry desert climate with year-round sunshine, moderately high temperatures, and minimal precipitation. Volcanic activities have caused the continuous sinking of land, positioning the Dead Sea as the planet's lowest point. The unique structure and harsh desert environment contributed to the lake's distinctive characteristics, with periodic dramatic shifts creating a landscape unparalleled worldwide. The region's air, soil, and water are unusually mineral-rich, internationally acclaimed for their healing properties. This has resulted in the area being a health resort for thousands of years. However, several unexplained events have occurred near the Dead Sea, including the perplexing discovery of water turning blood red. The last instance of a body of water turning this color is mentioned in the Bible, which contains numerous references to the Dead Sea, rendering it a historically significant location. The red pool's presence is both abnormal and unnatural. This striking finding was made in present-day Jordan, known as Moab in the Bible. The pool of water turning crimson within Jordan's border was so shocking that the Ministry of Water and Irrigation had to intervene. Ministry workers visited the site, collected water samples, and sought to identify the issue's source. While the Jordanian ministry investigated, photographs of the blood-red water circulated online. The recent appearance of blood-red water in a pond near the Dead Sea sparked widespread fear people, many of whom worried about the potential outbreak of a new pandemic. The Old Testament mentions blood-red waters as one of the 10 plagues unleashed on Egypt and its pharaoh to free the Israelites from slavery. The biblical account describes God transforming the Nile River's composition from fresh water to blood, resulting in the death of all aquatic life and rendering the water unusable for Egyptians' daily activities. Another perplexing discovery was that the blood-red pond was located near the eastern borders of the Dead Sea, where two biblical cities, Sodom and Gomorrah, once stood. These cities were supposedly destroyed by God. As theories circulated online, the Jordanian government conducted an investigation to determine whether a rational explanation existed for the phenomenon. Though no definitive answer has been found, several scientific suggestions have been proposed to explain the sudden color change in the lagoon, which is cut off from freshwater sources. The director of agriculture in the southern Jordan Valley attributed the phenomenon to certain bacteria and red algae that thrive in high salinity and change color with sunlight. However, this explanation does not account for why the water suddenly turned red, while other pools in the area did not, especially considering the region's near-constant sunshine throughout the year. Some officials suggested that iron oxide in the water might be responsible, but this theory did not provide an explanation for how the iron oxide entered the pool or why the color changed so quickly. The president of the Jordanian Geologist Syndicate suggested that the red color resulted from human intervention, adding elements to the water. Many Jordanians agree with this hypothesis, accusing the government of either hiding the contamination's origin or using the pool as a dumping ground for hazardous waste chemicals. A similar incident of blood-red water occurred in Israel when the Alexander River seemingly resembled the biblical plague of blood. A rural community in Israel experienced this phenomenon when heavy rains flooded a purification plant, preventing the proper cleaning of animal and blood waste before being released into the river. This unfortunate event coincided with the high demand for chicken during the Jewish holiday of Passover and the Islamic celebration of Ramadan. It was initially expected that the pool near the Dead Sea might have experienced a similar situation, but that was not the case. Previous scientific explanations, including algae, iron oxide, and human-added compounds did not provide the correct explanation. A few weeks later, the Jordan Valley Authority, a Jordanian government agency responsible for the region's water supply, discovered the actual cause. They determined that the water's red color resulted from the presence of manganese. Manganese is a naturally occurring element found in Earth's ecosystem, present in air, water, soil, and the food we consume. Scientists speculated that a high concentration of manganese could change the water's color to a reddish color, similar to iron's effect. The reason for the Dead Sea Pool's high concentration of manganese remains unknown. The area around the Dead Sea has been a source of historical insights since biblical times, with the first modern discoveries dating back to the 19th century. Recently, archaeologists uncovered a new piece of the Dead Sea Scrolls, a collection of ancient Jewish and Hebrew sacred texts found in the Qumran caves on the northern side of the Dead Sea for the first time in 60 years. The Israel Antiquities Authority conducted the excavations and believes the newly discovered scroll is a missing section of the Book of the 12 Minor Prophets found in 1961. It contains verses from Zechariah and Nahum. The discovery of the first Dead Sea Scroll in 1947 by a shepherd marked one of the most significant archaeological finds of the 20th century. Located in the Dead Sea region, these parchment and papyrus manuscripts, dating from the 3rd century BC to the 1st century AD, contain the earliest known text from the Hebrew Bible. Recently, new pieces were discovered in the Cave of Horror, where archaeologists previously found the skeletons of men, women, and children killed during the Bar Kokhba revolt. This Jewish uprising against Rome took place during Emperor Hadrian's reign. The presence of Roman encampments on the cliff above the cave supports the theory that the rebels were trapped there and eventually perished due to starvation. This new Dead Sea Scroll is among several recent archaeological discoveries in the region. These include a partially mummified 6,000-year-old child skeleton, Jewish coins from the Bar Kokhba rebellion period, ancient arrowheads, and a 10,000-year-old basket that has remained intact due to the desert's hot and arid conditions. That ends today's video. Please share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you for watching.